Good morning, everybody. Good morning. It is Tuesday. And of course, we still have, quite a bit of things going on. We're still in the middle of a government shutdown, right? That is not over. And understand your government shutdown isn't going to be over anytime soon. I need you to understand your government shutdown has been going on for 35 days. Hey, Zarvis, good morning. Your government shutdown has been going on for 35 days. This now is tied with the other longest government shutdown that was 35 days that happened during Donald Trump's first term when he was president. I guess a lot of people forgot. It'll be the longest in history starting tomorrow, Zarvis. This this one today, 35 days is tied with the longest government shutdown from Trump's first administration. Because Republicans don't know how to govern. I told y'all they're the party of anti. If you don't want your government to work, vote Republican. Because they'll tear it up every time. And you'll still be paying taxes into a system that doesn't work for you. So not only do you have an inefficient government, you're still paying taxes. You're paying these people to make your life worse. Come on, America, wake up. Wake up, they don't like you. Your own elected officials do not like you. Like this morning, I'm going to go into the rabbit hole about what's happening in Alabama. I don't know how many people here I have from Alabama. I put up a video about it this morning, and of course, I didn't make it super long because it's a lot of tentacles to Alabama. But understand, if you live in Alabama and you got a high-ass electricity bill, none of that shit's an accident. Oh, it's designed for you to have a high-ass electricity bill. Just so you know. Okay? Just so y'all know. All right? Now, I do want to tell you about, let's see if I can bring this up. Yeah, it's kind of big, but I want y'all to be able to see this picture. You see that? SNAP, USDA sent letters to grocery stores telling them not to give discounts to customers. I'm going to say it again. They sent letters, USDA sent letters to grocery stores telling them not to give discounts on SNAP to SNAP recipients because it's illegal. Now, technically, you're supposed to charge people who are paying with food stamps the same prices that you would charge anybody else buying anything, right? Well, nobody's getting food stamps. I told y'all these people want you to starve. They want you to be starving and so fucking desperate that you'll let them do anything to you. Yeah? You'll let them do anything to you. And understand, conservatives voted for this. This is why I feel no sorrow for not one fucking Republican that can't afford to eat right now. You know what I say? Thank you. Good. I'm glad they can. If they were patriots, not only would they sit there and starve, they would shut the hell up about it. They need to stop telling all the rest of us who still have food that I'm not going to be able to feed my kids. Nobody cares. That's what the fuck you voted for. Why are you looking to us? Didn't I tell y'all that conservatives will vote for conservative policies? Know that the shit doesn't work, but expect Democrats to save them. I told y'all. These people are tribalists. And unfortunately for us, we have to get in really uncomfortable situations because that's the only thing that's going to force Republican voters to wake up and stop being so damn selfish. Nothing else is going to change it at all. I need you to understand, nothing's going to change it but that. You got to let them have a dose of their own fucking medicine. MAGA's not going to wake up. They ain't going to wake up until they upside the wall. Now, y'all know elections are happening today. In multiple states are having like special elections and things going on. Make sure that your ass votes. especially if you didn't get out of the house in 2024 and vote. You understand? Make sure that you vote. They are banking on you sitting on your ass and just accepting whatever happens. Yep, vote blue in New Jersey, vote blue everywhere. Except New York City do not endorse Andrew Cuomo. Y'all saw Trump endorsed Andrew Cuomo. I told y'all, Andrew Cuomo's a part of that same machine that eats everybody up. Andrew Cuomo's a part of that same fucking machine. New York, do your due diligence and send Cuomo packing. You need to vote for Mamdani. Because the fact that anytime Trump will put his might behind Cuomo, that tell you everything you need to know. Cuomo's big money, baby. This is big money. And Cuomo will allow Donald Trump to send in the feds and do whatever they want to in New York. It was funny this morning, because I always scan the big media outlets, right? So this morning, CNN with their propaganda, right, had a black person that they were interviewing that's voting for Cuomo. You would have swore he just got freed from the fucking fields. Well, we got to vote for Cuomo because he's gonna do the things that President Trump wants us to do. I was like, who the fuck is this guy? You've never read a book before. Why do you talk like that? Well, I be saying, what? How come they always find black people that talk like that when they're on the right? I don't understand. It's like nobody has a book. Oh yeah, I know CNN is owned by a Trump supporter, but see, let me tell y'all, this goes deeper than CNN. Thank you for listening, Mr. Sexy. I got a video I already recorded this morning. I ran out of time to edit it to get it up, where I'm talking about the big mainstream media. Y'all need to stop watching that shit. Whether it's CNN, MSNBC, NBC, ABC, Fox News, all that shit. They're not for you. All of that shit is scripted bullshit for their profit, the people who do profit sharing, their shareholders. All of that shit, yep, CBS in there too. All of that shit is for their shareholders. They're going to do the shit that raises profits, y'all. They're going to do the shit that gets them a lot of money with advertisers. You think they're going to tell you the truth? Truth don't sell. Truth don't make no money. Y'all ain't woke up yet. Truth don't make no money. Truth doesn't make any money. Yours truly, you said older generations are not leaders but cappers. Young generations don't do shit but sit around on the internet and talk about how tough they are, but y'all don't do shit. Call me a lie. Prove me wrong. Y'all don't do shit either. Being a keyboard thug ain't doing shit. That's why y'all gonna see me talk today. Y'all talk so much about who gonna save us, who gonna save us. Go look in the fucking mirror. You gonna vote today? You gonna vote today? Because if you ain't gonna get up off your ass and vote, if you're in an area that has voting, you need to shut your whole fucking mouth. You just talking to be talking. I don't listen to people who don't do shit but talk at all. I don't listen to them. See, a lot of y'all pop that shit, but you don't vote. So shut up. You'll stand in line all night to buy fucking tennis shoes. That's what you'll do. Oh, Mouser. Oh, you covering up that peeled back cap? Bye, beloved. I guess the other guy that I blocked got mad, proving he was really a white guy hiding behind a black account. Listen, honey, I can smell you. When you don't use washcloths, I can smell the dead skin. I can smell the dirty skin. You can't fool me. You can't out-troll the troller. I read books. I keep telling y'all. And every day you come in with the same shit, same brown teeth, same bad attitude, same dirty necks, and every day I catch you every day. Miss Info, it's a crazy thing to do digital blackface. They be trying digital blackface, still talking like a whole white guy. I'm like, nah, that don't sound like no brother I know. It's like, stop it. If it did, I wouldn't fuck with that brother. Like, y'all, only in this land of white supremacy do y'all think that all black people get along and all black people agree with the same things. No, we not. Shit, I don't support Tim Scott. I don't like my black men talking like, well, I be doing whatever master say be doing. I don't listen to black people like that. I don't listen to them. Now, before I get into what's happening in Alabama, I gotta talk about something a little lighthearted real quick. I want to show y'all something, and we're gonna talk about it real quick. Hold on. Let me go to it. I'm gonna let y'all look at it for a second and take in what you're looking at. Like they say. Not Sister Wolves, listen. I like that. You know what's the funniest thing I saw about this picture? Was when somebody said that Usha is like, I'ma sit on the couch. Y'all go ahead. I'ma just watch. I told y'all Usha Vance ain't going nowhere. I told y'all don't be believing me. I tell y'all things all the time. Y'all refuse to believe me that I know what the fuck I'm talking about. She ain't going nowhere. That's Erica Kurd. Okay? She ain't going nowhere. Okay? All right? And this bitch here, Erica Kurd, oh, she just making money. She just grifting. What they say, we getting money, we getting money, we getting money. She want money and she want power. You think she gonna lay down for conservative men? She should, but she ain't. No, JD Vance is not set up to inherit the presidency. See, everybody always thinks that it's kind of a lock that a vice president gets the office after Nope, that's not true. Conservatives do not like JD Vance. Conservatives tolerate JD Vance for Donald Trump. They don't like JD Vance. They don't like him. So don't fall for the okie doke thinking that JD is popular because Trump is popular. Two different things. Yeah, JD might take over. Now, JD is more inclined to be able to take over Turning Point. But in order to do that, Erica Kirk would have to give up some of her stake in ownership in Turning Point. She ain't about to do that. So I don't even think that's going to happen. And she can't lead Turning Point, contrary to what she wants to do. I'm telling you what she want to do. I can tell from looking at it. But she's a woman. She need to go fucking cook something. She need to go find her a man and have her a husband. Because, see, the problem is when you're a conservative woman and you push those traditional values, well, if you push yourself out in the front, now you're a feminist. And they don't like feminism. So Miss Girl's upside a wall. She got to make some decisions. She's either got to get herself a new husband really, really fast, or she got to lay in bed with some other people, pun intended, so she can keep that money coming in. She ain't gonna marry JD Vance because JD Vance is not gonna divorce Usha Vance. I'm telling y'all. JD Vance ain't divorcing her. He's not divorcing her. Nope. Not at all. And JD Vance is also not gonna be president after Donald Trump. It's gonna be a bloodbath on the Republican Party. That's what it's gonna be. Where Republicans are gonna try to figure out who's in charge. See, y'all don't understand what's coming. Trump hasn't groomed anybody to take over after him because all Trump think about is Trump. That's it. So it's every man or woman for themselves in the Republican Party post-Trump because he didn't lay a foundation for nobody else. Y'all not seeing it for what it is. These people are going to be fighting. You understand? Fighting to determine what is the future of their party. You know you know who the Republican Party is right now. They're a party that supports racism, sexism, misogyny, xenophobia, and they're anti-Semitic. Guess who just figured out yesterday that the Republican Party was anti-Semitic? Y'all gonna laugh your asses off. Ben fucking Shapiro. Yes, Ben Shapiro finally got his little wake-up call yesterday. And he says that he doesn't like the anti-Semitic rhetoric that he's hearing. And I'm like, well, where the fuck have you been, sir? Where have you been? Right, Zarvis? It took him forever. Yeah, he's just waking up to it. Okay, all right. Can I say it's some of the best shit ever to watch this shit? Because the racists in the Republican Party don't need them anymore. You know? I'm just yapping, filler up, and you wanted to be a part of it, beloved. Turn sideways and you look like the letter 1. Stop it. Oh, mediocre people always be coming at me, but my exceptional ass. What Jay-Z say? Kick that dirt off the shoulders. You gotta kick that dirt off your shoulders. Man, y'all can't touch me. You can't touch me. Stop playing with it. Yeah, I saw that Cheney pass. You want me to tell you what was funny this morning? Because I told you I scan the fake ass media outlets every day to hear what they're talking about, right? So Joe Scarborough, being the bootlicker that he is, right? Being the bootlicker that he was trying to find good things to say about Dick Cheney, but he couldn't come up with nothing. He was like, Dick Cheney, yeah, 9/11, yeah, he didn't want that to happen again. Nobody wanted it to happen again. Fuck you, me. But he didn't have nothing. He didn't have nothing. Because Dick Cheney wasn't a good guy. See, you can try to rewrite history when people die, but it don't change nothing. It don't change nothing. This is why I tell y'all, Joe Scarborough is still a bootlicker for the Republican Party. Period. Period. Don't fall for the okie doke with him. Okay? Don't fall for the okie doke with him at all. Yep, Dick Cheney had a DEI heart, to your point, Dex. Because he got a transplant, didn't he? He got some type of work done. He certainly had some DEI insides. Things that were keeping him functioning after his body had decided it wasn't going to do that anymore. Republicans hate DEI up until they need hair plugs, right? When they ain't got no more fronts and no more edges, all of a sudden, well, let's look into hair transplants. Aren't hair transplants DEI for dudes that don't have no edges? For dudes who hairlines start back here? Isn't hair club for men? Isn't that shit DEI? Absolutely it is. The Bush administration had smart Republicans. They were scary. However, there was only so much that they would do. Now, they would do some shit that they would break some laws. Let's not get it twisted and think that Bush, too, that administration was classy. That was a trash-ass administration, too. See, I didn't forget how Dick Cheney dragged the fuck, right? You know, I haven't forgotten about certain things. You see, y'all forgot how that administration drugged the fuck out of Dixie Chicks because the Dixie Chicks pushed back against the Iraq invasion. And at the end of the day, they were right. Anybody that didn't agree with what the government was doing was absolutely right. But I remember that's how they became the Chicks. Yeah, because the Bush administration blackballed them. If you spoke out against the administration invading in Iraq during those times, people would say you were un-American. Remember? They would say you're not a patriot. See, y'all forget. I don't forget. Republicans been playing a long game of rhetoric and lies. And they have coached their electorate so much with propaganda and fucking lies. Those people don't even know what to believe no more. Those people believed that children were being kept in the basement of a pizza parlor. Those people. Those are the people that y'all keep trying to talk to and have rational conversations with. I don't. Fuck them. Them people fucking crazy. Good luck to you, Liz. Be safe out there. Y'all gotta remember that shit. Republicans want you to forget. Ask yourself what kind of world you want to leave your kids in if you die tomorrow. What kind of country do you want to leave your kids in if you die tomorrow? Because if America ain't it, you got one or two options, right? You either need to get the hell out of here and move your family to a place that's safe and makes sense for your children and for their future, or you need to do something to change your country. But to all of you who are saying, who gonna save us? You gonna save us. Get your ass out to the polls. Vote. That's what you need to do. That's what you need to do. You say now we speaking up against and be accused of Dexy. You gotta get your step your pussy up, honey. You don't have enough followers to talk to me. Yeah, you gotta at least have 100. Bye, beloved. You've been blocked. They tried it. You tried it. I told y'all I'ma always catch y'all. It's best for you to stay quiet. Peaky, you should have peeked your ass somewhere else, beloved. You can't even be here. You don't even have 500 followers. I'm not gonna talk to you either. Nobody else wants to. If nobody else wants to follow you on TikTok, why would I listen to anything you have to say? And listen, you can have a shitload of followers. If I don't want to listen, I'm going to still block you. I told y'all my live is not a democracy. You say you don't live in a democracy and you like that. So you should have no problem with the Republic of Me. See? The Republic of Me. You don't use a wash rag? Blocked. Your beard don't connect? Blocked. Your hairline start back here? Blocked. Your skin look like old Coach leather? Blocked. I got a whole host of criteria involved with blocking people. And sometimes, just cause, block, give a fuck. I don't have any desire to do kumbaya discussions with the other side. I don't care. Y'all poor over there and it smell funny over there. So I don't have any desire for that. I do, and a lot of the reason why I do this shit is because I know it irritates them. See, I'm going to tell y'all something, and I keep telling you this. The thing that gets to MAGA the most is when you won't listen to them. Stop listening to them. When they start going on, you say, hey, if you like it, I love it. Walk away. Stop talking to them. They don't know what to do with that shit. Because these people, they're built for arguing about nothing. So when you stop arguing with them and let them just be to themselves, they don't know what to do with that shit. I'm going to tell you what they're going to say to you. Why are you not listening to me? And that's when you say, I agree with you. Cut all the shit. I agree. And we should cut your shit too. Nobody should get nothing. And let's start with the old people, preferably in the red states, because we shouldn't be forcing patriots to take things that they don't want. See? That's how you do that. When you do it that way, you're going to win every time. When you do it that way, you're going to win every time. I am telling you, you're absolutely right, Zoe. Ignorance is bliss with them. They so fucking ignorant you can insult them and they won't even know what to do with it. It's not in the MAGA handbook. It's not in the MAGA handbook. The MAGA handbook tells them to troll. But when you out troll them, they're like, well, that's just cruel for you to say starve the children. But they're voting for policies to starve children. You see where I'm coming from? Match the energy. Yep, you gotta Uno reverse that bitch with a draw 4. Yup. When you do that, I am telling you, because you're not dealing with people that are exceptionally smart. Most of they're mediocre as fuck. That's why they're so mad. I don't understand. I barely graduated out of high school. How come I can't make more than $20 an hour? Maybe because you say 20 instead of 20. You know? Maybe that's why. Oh, Nelly, you big mad. That's why you hide behind that raggedy ass dog in your avatar. Come back on your real account. Blocked. You're not going to talk to me with no fake ass accounts. Let me see that bad built body in your avatar. Uh-huh. Let me see what happens when you eat a lot of turkey backs and grease biscuits. I want to see. All of this talking to me behind troll accounts and shit, save that shit. Be a patriot. Come out in full force. You understand? I don't waste my time. Because again, when I drag you, my intention is to make you cry. And then I'm going to bring you up on the panel so we can all watch you cry. Because I want to see when you take that piece of paper towel to wipe your face, I'm going to make you show that piece of paper towel on camera so we can see the dirt rub off on that paper towel. That's what they really mad about. That's what they really mad about. Yep. They like Trump. Yep. 6'3", 250 pounds on the moon. Or close to a black hole. You know how when you get close to the event horizon, it starts to stretch you out? That's the only fucking way Donald Trump ever gonna be 6'3", 230. Trump is in great shape. If you like big fat ass ankles and presidents who shit themselves, bye beloved, just blocked another one. Look. Make sure you vote today, y'all. Make sure you vote today. If you're in a district and area that has voting, you need to vote today. If all you do is run your ass to the internet and complain, but you don't never vote, shut the hell up. Good job, Kiera. Good job on voting. Scroll by and you got jokes, so I stick around. No problem, Summer. Yeah, I do. Listen, I troll the troller here in this TikTok. So it's not like the others. I don't care to kumbaya, work alongside conservatives, you know. And for a long, and I've always had these fleeting thoughts. Oh, maybe one day I could be president. Then you think, nah, I could never be president. After Donald Trump and them, I've got a feeling that somebody like me is needed. Yep, somebody like me is needed. Somebody like me to say the quiet part out loud. You know what I'm saying? Yep, just like Obama said, don't boo, vote. Yeah, round is a shape for a balloon. I don't know who else is for. I wouldn't want to be round. You know what I mean? If somebody described me and say, well, girl, I would describe your shape as round, I would take that shit personal. I would take it personal. I'm like, what the fuck you mean round? Like, what does that even mean? That's not no shape I want to see. That's a shape you see a lot in the conservative party. We got Jasmine Crockett and AOC. We got gorgeous elected officials that have their teeth and their side teeth. They got their side teeth too. Now I want to tell y'all see Marjorie Taylor Greene. She's all anti-Trump on the other side. Y'all see that shit, right? I need y'all to pay attention. Marjorie Taylor Greene is trying to run for Senate. She's trying to be a senator. And she's not getting the endorsement and support that she wants. That's why that shit has happening. Don't fall for the okie doke with her ass. Don't fall for it. Marjorie Taylor Greene is playing a game. Oh, Jasmine Crockett got some cakes. Okay. She got some cakes. All right. What they say? He want that. Cake. That's her. She got that cake. Oh, I know California is going to pass Proposition 50. I told y'all yesterday, for the first time ever, I saw something I had never seen before. Did y'all see this? Where Governor Newsom had to say, don't send any more money towards the donation money for Prop 50 campaign. They met their goal of $30 million in like a couple of hours. He was like, don't send any more money. He said, I've never had to say this before in my life. Don't send us any more money. We have met our goal. We don't need it. See, that's the people. See, California did it the right way. They took the initiative to the people, let the people vote on it, and the people will decide. Democrats, you need to do that in your respective blue states. All blue states. Do it in all of them. Take their fucking seats. Fuck it. Conservatives want to break the law. They want to gerrymander. They want to play games. You do it the right way through democracy. Call a special session. Have an election. And take their seats. Just take them. Fuck it. What they gonna say? The people, you shouldn't put that on a ballot? The people decided. And they decided they didn't want any of you people representing them. I told y'all, Republicans, I've been looking at that Hurricane Katrina documentary on YouTube. Not on YouTube, on Netflix. Great documentary if you haven't watched it. Right? So I've been watching that. I'm on the last episode. And one of the running things that I've noticed in watching it, I've said to myself, how the hell did conservatives even get national office again after Hurricane Katrina? Y'all forgot that damn fast about how the government left people to die. Literally. Literally. Folks still voting Republican. That shit crazy to me. Just watching that, I said out loud, how are Republicans able to hold office anywhere? Not just in the White House, anywhere. Exactly. They want you to forget. Because if you forget, it doesn't matter. Like, y'all need to know this. I saw this morning. Representative Mike Lee, I think he's a senator. Senator Mike Lee, he is calling for getting rid of the TSA. I'm going to say it again, get rid of it. He says, let the airlines run it themselves. What? 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 Hey, Sean, go wash the back of your neck, you little troll. Bye, Sean. I didn't see Sean at work first. Thank y'all for saying that to me. Yeah, bruh said he don't think it's a need for TSA anymore. This is the party you're dealing with. These are the people y'all keep voting for, Republicans. They don't care about your damn government, your country, your safety. None of that shit is important to these people. The primary thing that's the most important to Republicans is making money. Think of all of those people who died on September 11th. Also because Republicans, see, let's go all the way back in American history, right? Let's go all the way back. Who gave Osama bin Laden weapons? Republicans. Oh, Reagan? Yeah, the U.S. did. But Reagan, George, the first Bush, all of them in bed with all of this shit. They love these people. But y'all need to go do your digging and figure out why these people fell out of love with us. They just didn't wake up and hate us. We were all allies. We were giving them weapons for them to be a thorn in the sides of other people we didn't like. Wake up. Your country is trash. Big time trash. And it has a lot of history. This is why people don't want you to learn your history, because when you learn your history, then you'll say the shit that they want to do don't make no sense. Exactly. That's why you need to learn your history. That's the exact reason why. Hold on, I see something here. I'm trying to get to. My computer's just acting so funky. Uh, I don't know what's wrong with this thing this morning, but it is not being my friend at all, this computer. Yep, I remember Desert Storm, all that stuff. See, a lot of times people forget about the things, like I said, that this country has done. And it's not until folks wake up and realize we ain't the good guys that we pretend to be a lot of times. Uh-uh. We're not the good guys that we pretend to be. We're a lot of things, but good guys don't be one of them. That's why I find it really interesting that America thinks it can isolate itself from everybody else and we're still going to be okay. No, we're not. No, we're not. Yeah, Trump admins are living on military bases because they're concerned. You know, I'm gonna tell you a couple reasons why. One of them is they're not just concerned about liberals; they're concerned about conservatives too. You're starving them now. Think about it. There are no food stamps, and pretty soon, anybody waiting on a government check ain't gonna get those either. Exactly, Scorp. They're hiding. They're hiding, baby. They running because they want to make sure. They want to make sure that you can't hold them accountable. And they want to continue to frame the narrative on television about what it is. This is why I tell y'all that. This is why I tell you that. They want to frame the narrative for you. And the mainstream media helps them do it because the mainstream media is also pushing the propaganda for the government. And it's not new. They've always pushed propaganda for the federal government. You got to understand these big media companies, they are in bed. They are in bed with these companies. Yep. And the mainstream media gets paid a lot by the government. Hell, your government been paying the NFL to put on shows of patriotism while you watch foosball. While you watching football, they're indoctrinating you at the same fucking time. Folks gotta wake up. Folks gotta wake up to what it is. Thank you, Jane. I appreciate that. Now I know why my computer's acting funny. Because Windows is trying to push an update. But y'all gonna learn. Americans are so indoctrinated. There's so many people, y'all still in denial about how shitty things have become. You're still in denial about it. Yes, Zarvis. No, people don't ask why the military needs to fly over a stadium where you're watching a football game. Right? Oh, Facebook's a huge customer of it. Facebook, Instagram, all of them to some degree. It's even TikTok. You've seen TikTok change. You've seen TikTok change, and TikTok gonna keep changing because it's about money. Everything's about money, and rich people want your money. Whatever they can do to get your cash, they're gonna do it. They're gonna do it because they can. Good morning to you, Denise. TikTok was a much better platform Long before Congress, old people in Congress, and Democrats were complicit in some of this shit too. Oh, TikTok's the enemy. TikTok's the enemy. You know what it was? TikTok had your ass thinking. And TikTok was showing you something that otherwise you only get to see through the lens of the federal government. They were showing you what life is like in other countries. They don't like that. They don't like that. Because by God, you may realize that actually where you are, you're in the ghetto third world country. And you thought you were in some progressive nation. No, you not. No, you not. That's what happened. It was that. And I'm gonna tell you something else. TikTok Shop was tearing Amazon's ass up. TikTok Shop was tearing Amazon's ass up. Okay? Okay? Because younger people or people that hang out on TikTok a lot are more inclined to go to the TikTok Shop to buy shit before they go to Amazon. Let's have this quiet conversation out loud. Let's have the quiet conversation. Your cart full, my cart in the TikTok Shop stay on 99 items that I'm not going to buy. Listen. But you're always thinking about if you're going to buy it, you know? So you're like, I'm just going to leave it in the cart because maybe I'll buy it. And then TikTok says, your cart is full. Bitch, you can't add nothing else. You going to buy this shit or no? Like the fuck? Who do you think we are? We're not just going to just let you put all this shit in the basket, lady. There's a limit to this. Shit'll get off the pot. Like what? That's TikTok Shop. It's not like, think about Amazon. You ain't never had 99 things in your damn cart on Amazon. Think about it. You have never had so much stuff in your cart on Amazon that Amazon says to you, you can't add nothing else to your shopping cart. Never in your lifetime. And you never will. And you never will. And Amazon knows it. But TikTok, oh, you'll add shit to your cart like it ain't nothing. Even if you ain't gonna buy it, it's still in your cart. And TikTok is keeping track of all the shit in your cart that you haven't bought yet. That's why when you be scrolling, that shit from that same products that are in your cart that you haven't bought yet are popping up on your timeline from other creators. Because TikTok is trying its best to get you to at least hit that buy now button. See, now I use my shopping cart to hold things I kind of like. See, when I want to buy it, I just hit buy. But if I want to hang on to it just so I don't forget about it, I put it in my shopping cart. I don't do that on fucking Amazon. Think about it. You don't do that on Amazon. Jeff Bezos saw his empire being impacted. Listen, rich people, they have a lot to gain from taking over this platform. TikTok is the most successful and as far as generating revenue, oh, that's TikTok all day. That's TikTok all day. Facebook lost its footing. Instagram lost its footing. YouTube lost its footing. All these other places lost their footing. TikTok is where businesses can be seen and connect with their audience and get new customers. TikTok. Think about it. Think about when you go from different platforms, from an Instagram and you come over to TikTok. It's not even the same audience. It's two completely different audiences. Hey, Kim, good morning, beautiful. Two completely different audiences. They ain't the same. You can say TikTok mind controlling you, but they're really not. You know who doing it to you? Uncle. You. Y'all motherfuckers won't stop scrolling. Y'all doing that. TikTok's not doing it to you. You're doing it to you. That's the beautiful thing about the TikTok system. It's all based upon how you interact with said system. Hell, sometimes TikTok will even show you a message and say, that's when that lady come up, hey, You've been scrolling for quite a long time, doesn't she? And what happens when she comes up on your timeline? You keep scrolling. You say, bitch, mind your business, and you keep scrolling. Mind your business, ho. You can't tell me what I can look at. I'm telling you what you do. I know what you do. And TikTok knows too. So you can't blame TikTok. You doing that. TikTok's only giving you what you're asking for. Don't be mad at TikTok. Be mad that you can't put that damn device down. Because you're addicted to that device. You can't not touch your cell phone. That's you. That ain't nobody else. That ain't nobody else. For Americans, you got to stop blaming the tech companies for your addiction. That's you. I remember one time I used to be addicted to, what's that game? Uh, 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 Candy Crush. Oh my God. Oh my God. My Candy Crush addiction was so thick. That game is addictive. That game is fucking addictive. Hands down. And the Candy Crush people know it. The Candy Crush people know it. I literally had to uninstall that game from my telephone. Yep, you too, Miss Lola. I had to take it off my device. Because if it was on my device, I was going to play that fucking game. And I was going to sit there and play and just tap, 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 tap for hours and hours on end. Because it's designed to get you just in this thing where you just can't stop. You got to make a decision. Uninstall the shit and stop playing those games. If you find yourself addicted to the shit, if you find yourself addicted to it. Look, Coco saying I had to delete solitaire game from my phone. Had to take a break. I was spending money. That's what they. And listen, this is another thing y'all didn't notice. Over time, these countries figured out, right? They figured out something really important. I mean, these companies, that the way to get you to spend money is not by getting you to spend $100 here or $500 there. They can get way more money from you with microtransactions. 99 cents here, $1 there, $3 here, and y'all fall for it. Before you know it, you done spent $50 this week on those little tiny microtransactions. They get your kids too. What you think they doing on Roblox? Microtransactions. That's why they make all that fucking money. Microtransactions. $10, $2 here, $5 there. Get this special pack of new digital outfits, $4.99. Yep, only for tonight. Yeah, Fortnite does it too. All of them do it. Yep, especially the free games. Ain't nothing free. The free is to get you addicted. That's the free, the addiction. Then once they get you addicted, if you want to continue to enjoy all the facets of this game, you got to pay. You got to pay. And if you're not willing to pay, guess what? You don't have access. And that's when you start itching. Because you're addicted. You start itching. Oh my God. Wait a minute. I need to play. I need to play. No, you don't. No, you don't. Y'all motherfuckers is going to learn. Yep, and it's the same with subscription services. You better cut the cord. Cut the cord. They got y'all subscribing for water. If you got one of those water machines in your house, you're paying for Deer Park to deliver fucking water. When you could take your ass to Home Depot, take the old container. They give you a credit to trade in towards a new water container. And then you take the water container home and you put it on the machine. Water should be free, but it will never be, just like power. Electricity should be free, but it ain't. But it ain't. I think Hulu went up to $16 now, didn't it? Hulu went up again. They went up after they let Jimmy Kimmel back. And I told you why. they went up on their prices because they want to keep those record profits. You can't keep record profits if you don't keep raising prices. It's impossible. Now, listen, in my last few minutes, I want to tell you all, for those of you who live in Alabama, what's going on with your power company. Okay? Because you need to understand what's going on with your power company. With those high ass electricity bills you got in Alabama, that shit ain't no accident. I need you to understand that. I need you to understand it's not an accident. Now, Alabama Power, they're supposed to be overseeing all of the electricity companies, right? Understand that not Alabama Power, the regulators are supposed to be overseeing all of the electricity companies in Alabama. But instead, Alabama Power has worked to keep competition out of Alabama. So you purposely have to pay more. The regulators, they ain't even looking. They turn a blind eye to it. Regulators don't care. Regulators don't care. Understand, it's not just AI data centers and all that other shit. It's specifically the people in Alabama pay more for electricity anywhere else in America. In Alabama. Oh, you might be getting a lot of charges for electricity in Texas, John Luke, but understand, Alabama, they pay more for power than anybody in America. And Alabama is one of the poorest states in America. Wake up, y'all. Now, just so y'all also know, Alabama Power has had record profits for 78 years. Alabama Power has had record profits. Record. Why? Because y'all got those high ass electricity bills. That's why. And your government's letting them do it to you. Your government. This is why I tell you elections matter. Elections matter. Because if you keep voting for people who don't like you, you keep voting for people who want to keep you poor and oppressed, you're going to stay poor and oppressed. But when I read that stuff this morning, because I had read some stuff about Alabama Power about 2 weeks ago, and I was like, okay, it can't be that bad until I got to digging. Until I got to digging. And then when I kept digging, I was like, oh, okay. That explains it. That explains it. Y'all gonna see it's bad out here. I didn't know that the citizens of Alabama were having to pay such high electricity bills, but that's why y'all paying such high electricity bills. Yep, Alabama Power is a monopoly. And your government, your state government in Alabama and your regulators in Alabama allow it. Alabama Power is keeping competition out, so you purposely have to pay higher electricity prices. Either get the fuck out of Alabama, take your money where it matters, or you got to hold your government accountable. That's the bottom line. But when I read this article this morning, I was like, folks should be upset by this shit. I know the people in Alabama are because they paying these high ass electricity bills. They're paying high ass electricity bills. I'm over. Yeah, why is it doing that? Keep in mind, the electricity customers in Alabama are among the most financially burdened in the United States. And that's according to the Department of Energy. And I didn't know that, TM. TM says Alabama Power and Georgia Power are subsidiaries of the Southern Company. Let me see. Because I'm going to check something else. See, you got to follow the money. You have to follow the money. I'm telling y'all, all of this shit is about money. Everything is about money. Look, and I want to dig. And who owns Southern Company? Because I want to know who owns that company. Because I guarantee you they have some connection to elected officials down there. Southern Company owns da, da, da. As a holding company, it operates through its subsidiaries. So basically, I'd have to dig. Okay, I'm gonna dig because Southern Company is not owned by a single entity, but by its shareholders who are its owners. They have institutional investors, and then they have shareholders. Again, this is why electricity should be free. It should not be a for-profit industry because if it's for profit, they're never going to lose out on profits so you can turn on the lights. Never. Never. That's also why I did that episode of the Straight No Chaser podcast about migrating out of America and how to do it. Even if you ain't got no money, because I discussed that too. Because there are programs for countries to let you come in and fast track you. Because I told you, I still been looking. I'm sorry. Because I know I'm 50. I don't want to get old and my children, we got to choose between the house and my health. Man, fuck all that, man. That's not no way to live. That's not American excellence, no matter what anybody says. Now, I thank y'all for joining me here this morning. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up because it's time for the uncensored after show on Patreon. So if you're interested in joining, come check us out. Check me out over on Patreon. The link is in my profile. We have a good time over there because we talk about other things we cannot talk about here because TikTok got a lot of rules. You know, the Trump administration and rich people buying shit. They have made us have so many damn rules. You know, rules what you can do. You can do this and you can't do that. You know, it's a lot of things we can't do no more. Hey, Star Fox, good morning to you. A lot of things we can't do anymore because the rich and powerful, they get to decide what's okay for us and what's not okay for us. You know? And that's not cool. We need to be making those decisions. Okay? Nobody else. So I also want to remind you all, I did put up the post yesterday for movie suggestions for November, baby. So you need to get in there, go ahead and put in your comments about movies for November. And then I'm going to take all of those suggestions and I'm going to create a poll where we're going to make a decision. And we probably will do, maybe we'll do a watch party this month. We're going to do something. Um, in addition to that. So if you haven't checked it out, I put it up last night. If you haven't checked it out, go on over to Patreon, check that thing out, and put in your comments. Listen, don't forget to vote today. If there's voting in your area, okay? This is how you stay connected. This is how you stay in the faces of your elected officials to get the things you want. If you don't do that, you ain't gonna never get what you need, and you ain't gonna never get what you want. And that's a fact. You'll never get what you need and you will never get what you want, okay? If you don't. All right? I love you. Listen, we got 58,000 likes this morning, 100 shares. I appreciate that. I'm going to send a shout out to my top 5 gifters as I wrap up this morning. I do this every live. Number 1, beautiful Miss Lola. Thank you so much, beautiful. Number 2, beautiful, my dog is Charlie. Thank you so much, beautiful. Number 3, handsome Russ Nelson. Thank you so much, handsome. Number 4, beautiful Miss Mimi on the move. Thank you, beautiful. Number 5, beautiful Lori. Thank you so much, gorgeous. And a special shout out to number 6, beautiful Scorpio girl. Thank you so much. Listen, thank you to all the mods who helped me this morning to keep things in order here. I appreciate it. Thank you, Scorp Queen. I appreciate you too, beautiful. I will be back online this afternoon, live at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's also I'll share with you some information about my show tomorrow. because I'm going to do a show a little earlier tomorrow. And I'll explain to you why tomorrow morning. I mean, this afternoon. So listen, have a great day. I'll see the rest of you over on Patreon this morning. Listen, don't let nobody live rent free in your head. Don't feed the trolls. Trump is in the Epstein files. Do not forget. Um, and you can accomplish anything you put your mind to as long as you stay consistent. Have a beautiful and blessed day today, and I'll see you guys this afternoon live at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have a great and beautiful day.